everyone, Melissa Ortuno here, TK teacher and WBT volunteer staff member, wanting to make a video for you about how to customize your WBT game cards. So I'm really excited to get to use Coach's awesome game cards he's created. We have 4 main kinds of cards right now: level cards, rule cards, virtue cards, and wild cards. And the level cards are all ready for you to print out as is, as are the rule cards and the virtue cards. But the rule cards, virtue cards, and wild cards are all customizable. So if I go to the page with the rule cards, I can go and click. I can make changes to the back. I can make changes to the star value. I can switch out this dice for one of the other dices. I can change the font, and that's one of the things I've done right here is I changed the font to a different font here. So highlight that font and go and change it to a different one, maybe change the size. So if I want to grab a different dice, for example, or a different card back, I can slide all the way down to all the cool different pieces. I could get a different kind of swirl. Right now it has a purple one. Maybe I want to pick one of the different ones and add some flowers, all sorts of different things. I have the main numbers here. I can change any of those different things to meet what would be best for my class. And the awesome thing is the same thing is true for the virtue cards and the wild cards. So I can slide down to the page with the virtue cards, and again, everything, all the elements is customizable. Maybe I have a 4-day week instead of a 5-day week, and I need to change the days of the week or take the days of the week totally off, and I can't need to make my selfless courage. I want to make it a little bit bigger and center it. I can do those things, and then the things that I don't want, maybe I want a different version than the flowers, I can delete any of the pieces that I don't want. Again, maybe take the day of the week off of there, and I want it to just focus on that. I can make adjustments to the secret power and just really make sure that it's what will be best suited for my class. So all the different pieces are totally editable. These flowers are part of the back of this card. So I can go down again to the elements. Maybe I want to grab some jewels instead. Maybe I want to move some things around so that the dice is more of a focus. All those things are changes that I can make. And then once I have things exactly how I want it, I'm going to save this image so I can put it into the template. So I have a couple of options to save the image. One thing I can do is go to File and Download, and I can download either as a JPEG or as a PNG file. The PNG file is going to be a little bit of a higher quality for printing purposes, and then I'm going to take that and have to then crop that for my print template. The other thing I can do is I can use the snipping tool or screenshot if I'm on a Mac. On the snipping tool, I'm going to open that, and I'm going to need to grab the corner and try to save it as close to the corners as I can. So now I have my screenshot, and I can click Save and name my card something so I know that this is my courage card, and decide where I'm going to save that, and I save that image. Then I can shrink that, and now I can go into my template and add that card. So I can make changes to the rules card, the virtue cards, and all of the awesome wild cards. Coach has so many of them all ready to go with the Dragonland cards and of course the Power Pup cards. Coach has really thought of all the basic skills. He has already made a wild card that is all ready to go for us to give to our students to help them practice things. There's so many possibilities with these cards. So again, You can make changes to all the cards. Maybe you want to have kitten careful cards instead of power pups. You can make changes to all that. So you can rename things. You can decide on a different value. Maybe you want to give some different facts. The power pup cards are really fun. They have their favorite activity, their favorite food, and their favorite animal. So there's lots of fun things with all of these cards. Coach has really put in so many amazing things. So this particular rainbow pup is practicing in the punctuation, so practicing the period, the question mark, and the exclamation point. If you're ready to just save these, again, I can just go in and download the image. So like I'm going to go ahead and save this one as a PNG file, or I can again do a screenshot. Now with this one, there's 3 cards already on the page, so I'm going to want to zoom out a little bit before I do my screenshot. The other thing I'm going to want to make sure before I do a screenshot is if I had clicked on any element, if I do a screenshot right now, it's going to have these little blue dots on it. So I want to make sure I click off of everything so I don't have anything selected. So for me, I'm on a Windows computer, so if I do Control+, that will zoom out, and I can try and zoom out as much as possible. I can grab the little dots here when I turn in and shrink my speaker notes a little bit and try to get this a little bit bigger for me without going too big. So for me, a Control+ sign will zoom out, zoom in, and Control minus will zoom out. So this is a pretty good size. So now I can grab my snip tool and go to new, and I'm ready to again kind of aim for the corner as close to the edge as I can. And if I grab all this, I'm going to have to edit that out. So I'm holding the button down to take my screenshot, and that is a pretty good looking card. So I can save that card and name it as something that will help me. So I have made one of these earlier trying to make this video, so I'm going to rename this one as a different one, and I'm ready. I have my #1 value rainbow pup. So again, I can click new, and this time head to the middle and get it as close to the edge. I want as little bit of a border as possible. And the reason I want the little bit of the border is that's going to help me when I put this into the template. So again, naming it, and this is going to be the #2 card. I'm going to do one more. Again, new for me is the way I do a screenshot, and grab those 3 cards that are all ready to go. Now that I've named all those, one more. I have all those images. I usually just shrink that, and I'm going to get to my template. Now, in case this is the first time you've been playing with these cards, the template is going to be on slide 4. You're going to get the one that has the rules and the virtual cards and the print template. Make a copy of that, which I already have my copy open here. And again, the rule cards and the virtual cards front and back are already ready to go. And if I slide down, I will get to my template. Now on my template, I'm going to click the image, and I'm going to go to replace image and upload from my computer and go to where all of those pictures are and find that rainbow pup or selfless courage. Let's start with the selfless courage one, and you can notice it already is on my screen ready to go. If you look, I have a little bit of the border on this card when I made this screenshot, so I can click on this image and click on the crop and crop it just just a little bit more so that I take off that little white part. And then once I'm there, if I click on image options, I can check the sizing. So on the sizing, this is going to be just a smidgen smaller than the 2.5 to 3.5. I think I'm okay with that. I'll leave that be. If I want, I could resize it to 3.5. Oh, that's going to cut it off just a little bit. So I'm going to leave it how it was at the 3.4. So it's going to be just a smidgen of white space on this particular card. So again, what I'm doing is clicking on the template, and I need to shrink that so I can see replace image, upload from computer, and let's grab our Power Pup cards. And that one, oh, that one is sized just right. I can again click on image options. That's an exactly 2.5 by 3.5 ready to go. Oh, so I can go to my next one. I could make one that's all the rainbow pup number 1 card, or I can go through and change to all the different cards that I've loaded. So it takes a little bit of time, but once you're used to the steps, and hopefully this video is helping, you can see how quick it is to replace those images so that you can get all those perfect cards that are made just how you wanted them, with all of your things ready to go. So again, I have lots of backs to choose from, but I do have for my template of which backs I have. So maybe I want to keep the flower backs, or I like this one, or I made my own back. It's just the same process, loading up those cards. So maybe I want all of just Power Pup. I click on it, replace image, upload from computer, and find that image that I am ready for. So again, that Selfless Courage one was just a little bit different. You can see it's just going to be a little bit different sizing than the no border at all that the Power Pup had. So once I'm happy and I've replaced all this, I'm ready to print, and hopefully the video I made before is helpful for that. I hope this is helpful for how to edit the cards and put them into the print template. And I hope you guys have fun making these awesome WBT game cards, customizing them. See you next time.